Hello everyone, and welcome to video number 3 in helping you become a better music streamer on Twitch. Let's go. And before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon next to it. And also, please feel free to join us on twitch.tv/JeanetteMusic for some music, some chatting, and a little bit of games. Wednesday to Sunday, start time 11 a.m. Eastern time. Let's get to it. So as I said, guys, this is video number 3 in the 5-part video series to help you become a better music streamer. And if you haven't yet, definitely watch videos 1 and 2, as those videos will give you the foundation that you really need to continue to move forward and get to video number 3 and eventually videos 4 and 5. Now, with all that said, let's get into tip number 1. Audio! Guys, audio is so important. It makes up 70% of your stream. So doesn't matter if you're adding in new instruments. Eventually, I'm sure you're going to add in different audio interfaces and maybe a mixing board, which I highly recommend. Your audio needs to be top notch. Before each stream, I highly recommend just checking your levels real quick in Stream Elements, checking your levels on your mixer, your mic, your audio interface. Make sure you're not peaking. Also, rewatch your streams. Make sure at times you're not peaking, and also make sure you're not too quiet, because we also don't want the opposite where people can't hear what you're saying, what you're singing about. Especially for the music streamers out there, this is so crucial to people coming to your stream. People aren't going to listen to you if they can't hear you, or if your mic is peaking and you're way too loud. And if you don't know what I mean by peaking is when your mic level goes into the red. So I always watch, as I'm watching right now, in OBS, I'm making sure that when I'm talking, my levels are staying between green and yellow and never going into the red. Once you hit red, it can be ear piercing to your audience. So always check that. Also check your audio interface. I have a Scarlett 2i2. I always make sure when I'm talking, singing, playing guitar, that level is not going into the red zone. Also, you can check your mixing board. Some mixing boards have that as well. Mine actually does not. But if you have a mixing board that does tell you your levels, please check that before every stream to make sure that your audio is 100%. Now, going along with tip number 1, we're going to head into tip number 2. Your video. Guys, check your video settings. Make sure you're not overexposed, that your skin color looks pretty natural. Make sure that there's no lag. When you first set up your camera, I know for a lot of people, I have the Logitech camera, super cheap camera, but it's really, really good, has good quality. When I first set up my stream, if you go back to like one of the very first streams I ever did in 2019, you'll see that half of my screen is black. You have to resize your camera. So make sure you resize your frame so it fits the frame and you're not overstretched or you're not too small. Also make sure that your gain is correct so that your visual isn't too dark, but definitely lag. When you first set up your camera, it's almost inevitable that you're going to have some video lag. So make sure that your audio and video are synced up. When you wave your hand, there's no extra lagging behind. People aren't going to want to watch a video that's lagging behind. I know I don't, especially if you think of when you're watching a YouTube video and it's lagging or it's stopping and starting, you tend to click off that. People are going to click off your stream if your video is not up to par. Now, going off of tip number 2 is tip number 3, where we're going to talk about visuals. Visuals are huge on Twitch, guys. So make sure you have something interesting in the background. You don't have to have these many instruments. You don't even have to have crazy colors. I say put up some Christmas lights. Have a cute little plush doll next to you, something that represents you, something that's interesting. Think of when you're scrolling down, again, YouTube videos. There's hundreds, thousands, millions of covers of the same song. Usually what we tend to do is scroll through what cover looks interesting. That's the one you're going to click on. So go through. I highly recommend new streamers, all new streamers, but especially music streamers, because we can add a little bit more to our background, is scroll through Twitch. What captivates you? What catches your eye? Fun colors. Maybe it's a poster in the background. Look for something that maybe you can add to your background and go off of that. When I first started streaming, I did not have this cool background. I do want to emphasize that. I will pop in a clip here back from 2019 when I started streaming. As you can see, I'm pretty whited out. I didn't have all the fun lights. I had a couple guitars, a couple posters. I really played with the background a lot. In fact, as you can see now, I've got a fun background. I've got some lights. It's the same exact room, but flipped around. So instead of people seeing my closet door, they can now see the wall behind me. And I had a lot more space to play with than I did back in 2019. Eek! One day, I promise you guys, 2 years from now, you're going to look back at old Twitch clips and be like, whew, that was cringe, like I am right now. Let's go on to tip number 4. Use a catchy title. Okay, again, guys, we're going to use the you scrolling through Twitch, you scrolling through YouTube. What are you going to click on? Something that's like, catchy, catchy, catchy. I couldn't think of a good title there. Maybe some exclamation points, big letters, capital letters. Or you're going to click on something that says, come watch me, something like that. So think of things when you are, getting ready for stream, or if you have certain time in the day where you can brainstorm, think of some titles that might be catchy. If people are scrolling down, some people look at the visuals, some people look at the title, some people don't look at anything. They just know you and they want to click on you. If you were to scroll down and people couldn't see your visuals at all, they could only see your title, what would you make as your title so people would click that? Now, I don't want people to think, oh, something clickbaity that is not true at all, that you're not doing on your stream. We don't want that, but something that entices people and pulls them in. Maybe a fun little twist on words, or maybe you're doing a giveaway, something that's gonna pull people in and also make them stay. So just start thinking about that. A catchy title. It's important. I wouldn't spend too much time on it, but I would, start thinking about things that might pull you in. What are other music streamers doing that are kind of fun? That you're like, oh, I kind of might want to try that. So start thinking about them, try them out, see what grabs people, and keep working on it. And lastly, but definitely very, very, very important, tip number 5, keep tweaking. Guys, as you saw the clip that I posted earlier in this video, you can see the stream has come a long way from 2019. The worst thing that can happen is that you look back on Twitch clips from 2 years ago and everything looks the same. You haven't tried anything new. Everything is just the same. You don't want that. So definitely, keep playing, keep tweaking. Like I said also earlier in the video, just because you set certain audio settings or you've set your microphone a certain way or your guitar a certain way, whatever it is, just know that you might have to tweak things a little bit. And I encourage you to tweak things. Maybe you add in a looper. That's a whole other concept that you add into your stream. Super exciting. A lot of work to kind of set up to begin with. Maybe you add in a mixer, different audio interface. So just remember that the stream is not a set thing. It's constantly evolving. I'm still learning about the Twitch platform, and everything that I learn, I in turn am giving it to you. So please, you keep learning on your own as well. See what works, see what doesn't. And when I say keep tweaking, I mean everything. Audio, visual, videos, your panels. It's a constant process, guys. Nothing is ever set in stone. You're going to continuously evolve as an artist, as a streamer, as a person, and you want your stream to do that as well. So I encourage you, please keep tweaking your stream. You're probably never going to be 100% satisfied with it. And in fact, it's kind of a good thing. We want to keep evolving the stream. And because of that, you're not going to always be satisfied with it, but keep going, keep pushing, try different overlays. Eventually you're going to find things that work. But I really encourage you guys, keep tweaking, keep learning about the platform, and everything will fall into place. I promise, I promise, I promise. And guys, as always, I hope this video was helpful. Please, please, please leave comments in the comment section or message me in Discord. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the videos, what, kind of thinking ahead, what we want to do for other videos for you guys. More on Twitch, my exact setup. Would you guys like me to do a stream setup tour? Whatever it is, please leave a comment below. And like I said, message me if you don't feel comfortable commenting. Also, please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Very shortly here, we're going to be doing our cover and original videos on Fridays, just kind of working some things out with that. And if you want to hear music, please head over to twitch.tv/Jeanette Music, Wednesday to Sunday, start time 11 a.m. Eastern time. And we go anywhere from 6 to 8 hours. And we do, of course, just chatting. We are doing game extravaganzas as well, where we do long streams of games. I'm not a game streamer, obviously, but I do have fun with it. So please head over there, hop in chat, ask me a question, request a song. I love to see you guys, and I'll see you soon for the next video. Bye, guys.